on live over here with the Project Explore team. So we are excited to bring you today a wonderful live session. We're going to be talking about how exercise impacts your mental health, also how to exercise at home on a budget, and then Dr. Lindsay, who is a chiropractic doctor as well as she's a chiropractic doctor and a personal trainer. She's going to show us how to use our chairs. So ladies, get your chairs. She's going to show us how to use chairs to do a full total body workout. So we ready to get started? We ready over here? All right, awesome. So Dr. Banks, thank you so much for joining us this morning. So I got my team members over here, and then we got the Beyond the Busyness community over there. So can you tell us a little bit about your practice, and then you can jump into telling us about how exercise impacts our mental wellness.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for having me. Happy May. So like Mia said, my name is Dr. Lindsay, and I am owner of healthymotives365. And essentially, I help my clients find health in every day by changing the bad habits that can lead to chronic disease. So essentially, my practice really focuses on lifestyle medicine and not just quick fixes. So I want to make sure that you are doing things in your daily life that are actually going to help you transition to a healthier lifestyle. Because as we know, a lot of the chronic diseases that we suffer from now are preventative. And so if we just do small things every day, and I'm all about small changes. When you try to change too much in your life all at once, then we get overwhelmed. And a lot of times we become inconsistent with our behaviors, and that results in us not achieving our goals. And so it's all about making small changes over time. And then eventually you can get to where you want, which is a healthier lifestyle and not just like a quick fix. So that's really what I focus on with Healthy Motives.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, I love everything that you do. And that's why I wanted to bring you to everyone so they can learn a lot from you. So let's talk about, since May is Mental Health Awareness Month, can you talk to us about how exercise can impact your mental health and actually help it?
Yes. So when it comes to exercise, and Mia, you got me on both of these laptops, so I'm trying to make sure I'm making eye contact with both. So when it comes to exercise, a lot of people focus on the physical benefits, and we all know the physical benefits of exercise. But especially with everything going on in the world today, we need to make sure that we make our mental health a priority. I would say that we are essentially mental beings having a physical experience, because everything originates or starts in our mind. And so physically we could look awesome, but on the inside, we're not, feeling well. And so it's very important to take care of our mental health. And so with that being said, there are 4 different tips. Now, there are a lot of different mental health benefits of exercise, but I just kind of wanted to focus on 4 main ones that I think are relevant to everything that's going on in the world today. So the first tip is exercise is going to help reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety. So I said reduce symptoms, not saying that it'll make it go away, but it will help reduce those symptoms. And the reason why is we have certain hormones, they're called endorphins. Have you heard of those before, endorphins or enkephalins? And essentially they are our feel-good hormones. And so after you get done working out, you have this sense of just like happiness and euphoria after you have a really good workout in. And those hormones are essentially mood boosters. So whenever you exercise on a regular basis consistently, whenever you're doing this, you're secreting those hormones, and it allows you to reduce those symptoms. I know personally in the past, I used to have like anxiety. Well, I'm not even say used to. It can still flare up at times. So anxiety, I used to have panic attacks, and I started to really pay attention to my behaviors. And I would assess to see, okay, have I had too much caffeine? Am I not sleeping at night? And then one of the common factors was I would realize, like, if I had gone, too long without exercising, like for me, if I go like a week without exercising, I start to feel like a little anxious, because I'm the type of person that's always go, go, go. And so I realized, like, okay, it's time for me to get a workout in. And when I get that workout in, it really does help calm me, and those symptoms of anxiety start to go away. So definitely, if anybody is having any of those symptoms, it definitely helps. So the second tip is it also helps to reduce stress. So we already talked about endorphins, and those are mood boosters. But along with that, whenever we exercise, it helps to reduce certain stress hormones. You've heard of adrenaline and cortisol. So normally whenever we're exercising, when we first start, there is a slight spike of cortisol. But as the day progresses, those levels, they should go down, and they start to go down. And then by the time we get ready to go to sleep at night, then they're lower and we're able to rest. And so when it comes to exercise, it's going to help reduce those stress hormones. Not to mention when it comes to exercise, I'm the type of person, like, I really like to just kind of put on my headphones and get away from it all and zone out and get in a good workout. And so that helps you unplug, getting away from technology, social media, computers, things where your mind is always working. Just taking the time and the break to, take a break away from that and exercise is really going to help reduce those stress levels. Another thing when it comes to stress, say, for example, I'm the type of person, I honestly prefer working out by myself, but I am getting more into enjoying doing classes and things of that nature. So whenever you work out and you're in a group or a community, it creates a support network. And that's also going to help to reduce stress, because a lot of times, especially now, if you're in the house and you're by yourself, you can get a little antsy and things of that nature. So even, if your gym or your studio is not open, working out online, there's a lot of different studios that are offering online classes as well. So the third benefit, as far as mental health, is it helps improve your self-esteem and self-confidence. And so when it comes to it, you shouldn't really just focus on exercise just for the look aspect, but let's keep it real, some people do. And so when it comes down to it, whenever you start to get stronger, you increase your stamina, your performance, your endurance, you lose a little weight if that's what you choose to do, or you start to tone up, then it's going to help increase that confidence. And, not to say that you want to be conceited, but I mean, if you're not confident in yourself, who else is going to be? So just think about, like, if you have that pair of jeans or that dress or whatever that you want to fit into, or you can't fit in anymore, and you actually get into that, then that's going to help increase that self-esteem or self-confidence. On the other hand, me, sometimes people, want to tone up, gain a little bit of healthy weight or whatever, like, not to say too much, but like, I'm happy I put on a little booty from exercising, Go girl. Those are going to help with your confidence. So that's a benefit. That's a mental health benefit, because if you're not confident in yourself, then that can affect so many other areas of your life. It can affect your personal relationships. It can affect your career, and all of those can have effects on your mental health as well. And then the very last tip as far as mental health benefits is it can also give you a brain boost. And so what that means is, essentially, there is research out there that has been done on both mice and humans that suggests that cardiovascular exercise, which is also known as aerobic exercise, so anything that gets your heart rate up, so running, jogging, swimming, those things, actually helps to create new brain cells. And that process is called neurogenesis. So essentially, exercise can help increase overall brain performance. It also has the ability to help strengthen a part of the brain called the hippocampus, and that is actually responsible for memory and learning. So when it comes to exercise, it actually helps to prevent cognitive decline. So exercising in the morning before you go to work, if you're a morning person, it can actually help you to think clearer, perform better, and be more alert when you're actually at work. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest morning person. I try to work out a couple times a week in the morning, but I'm more of a like after work type of workout person, because after work, you've been at the office all day. It's stressful, not always stressful, but you have stressful days. And me going to exercise just helps to really reduce that stress. So those are my 4 tips. Just to summarize again, helps with depression and anxiety symptoms, helps reduce stress. It can help with self-confidence and self-image. And then it can also be a brain booster.
Awesome. So any questions, ladies? Any questions over here? Any questions over and beyond the business? So we have a question for you here. It says, how long are your exercise sessions?
So, well, it kind of depends. If you're going to, basically research shows that you should work out at least a minimum of 10-minute increments to be effective. So usually I work out anywhere from 30 minutes up to sometimes an hour and a half, but you don't have to do that much. It really has to do with your intensity. So say, for example, if you're going to do high intensity interval exercises where you're going all out, you're jumping, you're doing all these things to really get your heart rate up, then you do less exercise because you're using more effort. But say, for example, if you're going to do more moderate, low intensity exercise, then you're going to go a little bit longer in order to burn more calories or what have you. But it kind of just depends on, your tolerance level. I say if you're just starting to work out, to start slow and with smaller increments and then progress your way up. Because if you first start to exercise and you go all out, you're going to be super sore and then you may be discouraged, to continue on. But I always say you have to fight through that soreness because it's just your body's way of adapting to using muscles that you haven't utilized in a while. So again, it just kind of depends, but I recommend at least 30 to 60 minutes.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And also Norvella says, thank you, Dr. LB, for your tips. So far, ladies, we got some great tips on how exercise can impact our mental health and mental well-being. So now we're going to transition into how you can exercise at home on a budget. Because right now, since we're all still somewhat in quarantine, I know we're going to be coming out soon, but we want to make sure we're saving money, right? And we can exercise at home, which is what we've been doing, especially my Project Explore team over here. We've been exercising together at home. So can you give us some tips? And then after that, we're going to go into our workout. So make sure you grab a chair if you're watching. I got people watching on my personal page, on the Beyond the Busyness page. So everybody go grab a chair.
Make sure it's a sturdy chair. You don't want it to roll. Okay, no rolling chairs.
No rolling chairs, guys.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to working out on a budget, there are so many different things that you can do. But today I'm going to really focus on a few different small types of equipment that you can get and order. If you don't want to go to the store, you can order them right off of Amazon. But essentially, there's 3 different categories. You can get you some inexpensive equipment. You can use what you have at home. And then also you can use your own body weight. So when it comes to inexpensive equipment, you have dumbbells. Everybody knows what dumbbells are. You can get a great full body workout with dumbbells. If you aren't sure what to do, there are tons of videos on YouTube. I personally also have a YouTube video, and all of my videos that I shot were shot in my home with minimal to no equipment. And so with that being said, there are great things that you can do at home. All right, so on top of dumbbells, I also like to use, and I have examples over here, resistance bands.
Quick question. I'm sorry to interrupt. Ashley wants to know, does the chair need arms?
No, it doesn't need arms.
Thank you. Okay. No arms, Ash.
No arms needed. Again, just no rolling chairs. I don't want anybody, hurting themselves. Okay, so when it comes to resistance bands, there's 2 different types. So here's one type. This is the complete circular one. I got these off of Amazon. It came in a pack of 5 and it was like $9.99. And so the different colors are different resistance. Okay, so essentially you can start with the lighter one. I think the lightest one is light green, and then work your way up and progress to the heavier band. But with these, you can put them around your ankle, you can put them around your thighs, your legs, you can even loop them around your hands and your arms and do tricep extensions. You can do bicep curls. You can do a lot with resistance bands. And again, they don't take a lot of space. I usually use these when I travel. Well, I'm not traveling right now, but when I do travel and I want to have something where I can actually exercise, I can take these resistance bands. You also have the resistance tubes. So these are loose on each end. And these are really good for, you can wrap them around something that's sturdy. Again, make sure it's sturdy. You can close it in a door and wrap it on the other handle. And these are really good. Say, for example, when you press, okay, you have it behind you, press, it works on your chest. You can pull and work on your back. And so there's all different types of exercises you can do with these as well. Stability ball, are also known as, some people call it a yoga ball. Okay, you can use those. I usually use that a lot for my core, to work my abs and my back. It's also good for progression. So say, for example, if you're doing planks and you want to progress and make it a little harder, then now you can plank on top of the ball. You can do push-up, put your feet on top of the ball and do push-ups. There's so many exercises you can do. And I mentioned progression. That's important because if you're doing the exact same exercise routine and you've been doing it for months, when you first start off, you will see some progress. But then after a while, you may hit what we call an exercise plateau, meaning, okay, now your body is so smart, it compensates, and now you're not making any more changes. So you always want to switch things up. Even if you're doing some of the same exercises, maybe switch up the order that you're doing them in so your body doesn't memorize it, and then you're not making any more progress. Another good thing that you can use, a jump rope. I have a lot of these. And jump ropes are really good for, like, say, for example, if you don't have like a treadmill or elliptical at home, or even if you're a mom and you have small children and you can't get out the house and you know, to go for a walk or jog or what have you, then you can use a jump rope to get in some cardio. What I like to do is fit jump roping in between my toning exercises. So if I'm doing push-ups and squats, working on my core, between each exercise, I'll do 30 seconds of jump rope. And what that does is it gets my heart rate up. And when you get your heart rate up, it helps your body to burn more fat. And so I do that in between each exercise as a way to kind of make my exercises more intense and also get my cardiovascular exercise in as well. So again, all of those things that I showed you, they are fairly inexpensive. I'm pretty sure you can order them all off of Amazon under, you know, 50 or 60 bucks. And of course they have different quality and levels, but I would just say order something and get started. And like I said, I have on my YouTube channel, I have exercise routines that have all of these different types of equipment in there if you're looking for different ideas of what to do. Okay, so the next category is using what you have at home. So like today, I'm going to demonstrate a chair workout. But if you have stairs in your home, you can use that. You can run up and down the stairs. You can do push-ups. You can do tricep dips. You can do squats. You can do planks. There's so many different things that you can do on the stairs. You can also use water jugs if you don't have dumbbells or water bottles. So if you have water jugs, fill them up and you can use them. You can do bicep curls. You can hold it in front of you. You can do squats. There's so many different things that you can do with those as well. And then another idea that I had is, those of you who have children, they're not using their book bags right now. So put some weights in there, put some books in there, strap it on your back and use that, you know, as some resistance. You can do push-ups, you can do squats. And so that's another way to just add resistance to your workout. Because again, if you're, you know, you can start off with your body weight, but as you do that so long, you want to be able to progress. So the whole point is to make your exercises more intense and use some of these ideas to get creative. And then speaking of body weight, that's the last category that you can use to work at home. So essentially using your body weight is just using your own body as resistance. And so you really want to focus on doing compound exercises. And what that is, it's an exercise that uses multiple muscle groups at once. So I'll give you an example. If you're just using a dumbbell and you're doing a bicep curl, you're just working that one muscle. But if I'm doing a push-up, then I am not only working my arms, I'm working my chest, my shoulders, and my back. So it's giving me more bang for my buck, essentially. So some compound exercises that use strictly your body weight. You have push-ups, you have squats, you have lunges. Now, I know a lot of people I've heard that don't really necessarily like lunges because they don't, you know, it hurts their knees or what have you. So one thing is, a lot of times when people do lunges and they hurt their knees, actually, they're probably doing it wrong. And so when you do a lunge, you want to make sure that you're pushing off the heel of your foot. A lot of people, when they do the lunge, they're pushing off the ball of their foot, and that puts a lot of tension on your knee. Okay. Another way around that, I personally like to do reverse lunges. So reverse lunge is it's the exact same thing, but instead of stepping forward, you're stepping back and you're pushing off of your leg. And to me, that does take the pressure off the knee, and it really works your lower glutes. So if you're looking to lift and tone those glutes, reverse lunges are a very good option. That's what I use to build the little bit of booty that I have, y'all. So I'm just telling you.
What? I didn't even know these reverse lunges
were like key into helping me build a little something, you know, natural curves.
Come on through with the good knowledge.
Okay, and then the last two body weight exercises, you may have heard of these before: mountain climbers, which I'm gonna demonstrate on the chair, and burpees. People hate burpees, but let me tell you, they hate them because they really work. So with mountain climbers, Both of these, mountain climbers and burpees, are considered high intensity exercises. So they're going to get that heart rate up. They're going to help burn that fat. And so these are good exercises to also fit in between your toning exercises. So if you're using your dumbbells or you're, doing squats and planks, fitting in a mountain climber for 30 seconds or 30 seconds of burpees in between those exercises is going to help, burn that fat. So you don't have to necessarily get on the treadmill for 30 minutes or go for a jog or what have you. With the burpees, there are different types, but to make them harder, you can, when you come down, you can add a push-up, you can add a jump at the end. So there's all these different types. And there's also modified versions. So if you're somebody that, you're just starting or you have any type of knee issues or what have you, you can do modified versions of these exercises as a start. And then as you get better at them, then you can progress to the harder types. So again, inexpensive equipment that you can order right offline off of Amazon. Use what you have at home, and then also using your body weight. So those are the 3 ways that you can exercise at home in an inexpensive manner. And like I said earlier, YouTube, I'm telling you, there are so many videos, and not just saying my own YouTube channel, because I look at other people's channels for ideas and inspiration or what have you. There's so many things out there on YouTube. So, and it's free, use it.
Exactly. So if you guys are looking for some wonderful workouts, go and subscribe to Dr. Lindsay's YouTube channel. It's called healthymotives365. And you'll see scrolling across the bottom. Well, if you're on Facebook, her website, www.healthymotives365. So it's time to work out. So y'all ready? So Dr. Lindsay, warm us up, because we don't want to hurt these joints. So thank you for watching. Let me see who we got over here in the Project Explore world.
Ooh, now my legs hurt.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, look, Kayla. Yay, I'm so glad to see y'all. Hey, Freegans. Now, y'all, the Freegans, Dr. Lindsay, he be having us do burpees in this part. He'll get us together. So I'm gonna take the display down so everyone can see your chair. There it is.
So now I'm acting like I'm young. I've been sitting down in this Indian style. My legs is all tight now. Okay. So first, let's go ahead and stretch a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So just a simple little hamstring. And I hope can you see me, Mia?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. All right. So just stretch down a little bit. I'm trying to be in both screens.
Okay. I'll try to demonstrate too.
Okay. So right now we're just stretching out our hamstrings. This is a good stretch to do because a lot of people have very tight hamstrings, which can lead to lower back pain. So you want to make sure you stretch that out, okay? When you're stretching, you want to make sure that you're not bouncing, just a nice smooth stretch. Hold it for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds, okay? So we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. Next, we are actually going to stretch out the front of our legs, which are our quads. Right here. So if you have a chair or you're not stable, okay, you can hold on to your chair and you're just going to take the bottom of your foot and you're going to stretch it out. You should feel a stretch right here in the front. So if you're somebody that has a desk job or an office job and you're sitting a lot, your hip flexors right here in the front, they get really tight. And so again, that can also cause back problems. So you want to make sure that you keep those stretched out. Okay. And so we're stretching out muscles that are opposites. So we just stretched out our hamstrings. Now we're stretching out our quads. You want to make sure, we're going to switch to the other leg. You want to make sure that you keep things balanced in your body. And let me scoot over here so I'm in the screen. And I know all y'all can see is my lower body, but look, I'm trying.
It's okay. I'm scooting back so people can see.
Okay.
So this is the quad stretch, y'all. You're taking your heel to your glute.
Okay, so now just shake your legs out a little bit. Okay. I know usually it's good to do like a 5 or 10 minute warm up. Okay, so just kind of step in place a little bit. So this workout that we're going to do is actually a full body workout. So we're going to work our lower body, our upper body, and our core. So let's go ahead and stretch our arms out. I'm going to come down so you can see me a little better here. So with my arms, you're just going to take your one hand, okay, put it on the back of the elbow. It doesn't matter which arm. Okay, and just stretch that out. So Mia, do you have any plans for this weekend other than just being in the house? Huh?
Yes, actually, I have a lot of plans.
You always have a lot of plans. Like, I want to be like you when I grow up.
No, I don't. I'm after Sunday. I'm not gonna have a lot of plans. I'm tired.
Okay, I've heard that before.
I know, but
Which arm? Sorry.
I'm helping my sister on Sunday do a photo shoot, and then Saturday I'm doing 2 financial presentations, and I'm doing a yoga class for my church.
Okay, so we're gonna take our. Well, that's good. But those are good because that's exercise, you know. So movement. All right, we're gonna stretch up. And then after we stretch up, we're going to stretch to the side to stretch out our side muscles out. So either to the right or the left, either way.
Ooh, I had a crack.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's stretch to the side. Well, I'm getting hot. I'm going to have to take off this little sweater. Y'all got me hot up in here.
Yeah, show off those good summer abs.
Girl, look. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So y'all ready? Everybody got that chair? Everybody good?
Well, everybody got a chair? Let me see all my people over here.
All right, let me get a sip of tea real fast.
You got your chair, Ashley? You got your chair, Laura? Hope everybody got their chair.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first exercise we're going to do is called a hip thrust, okay? So what you're going to do, put this paper down here. All right, you're going to get on the back of the chair here, okay? So lay your upper body in. I'm going to take this sweater off so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm laying back on the chair here. So you can take your hands and put them behind your head. Okay, so with the exercise, what you're doing is you're going to take and you're going to squeeze up and hold for a second, and then you're going to come back down, okay? When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're keeping your core tight, okay? Contracted the whole time because that helps to work your abs. And again, the exercise, demonstrate one more time. You're going to come up, squeeze for a second, and then come down. So again, squeeze. So we're going to do 15 of these, okay? So here we go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Again, make sure you're squeezing and keeping that core tight. 4.
Squeeze.
5. 6. We're doing 15. 7. 8. 9. Make sure you're pushing off your heels too, not your toes. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. So if you're doing those correct, you should start to feel a little bit in your thighs and also in your butt. Okay. All right. So the next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to do a leg extension. Okay. So you're going to turn frontwards in your chair like so. Okay. And I'm going to come a little forward so people on Facebook can actually see me. But you can be more so at the end of your chair, but I'm going to scoot up a little bit. So you're going to put your hands on your chair, and what you're doing, and on this one, we're going to do both legs. So you're going to bend your leg, and you're going to take it, and you're going to squeeze up. Okay, so squeeze at the top. Again, come up and squeeze. Again, this is going to work those glutes. All right, so we're going to do 15 on our right leg, and then 15 on our left leg. All right, ready, set, and go. Keep those abs tight too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the abs tight, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so we gotta do the other side because we can't have one sheet toned up and the other one looking a little sad. So let's switch to our left leg, or right if you were already doing your left. All right, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, good. All right, so the next exercise, so we got one more lower body exercise, then we're going to do some mountain climbers. So this one is a pulse squat. With squats, a normal squat, you're just coming down and you're doing like that and you're coming back up. All right, so with the pulse squat, and let me scoot my chair just a little bit. With the pulse squat, instead of just coming down and coming right back up, you're actually going to come down, come up like that. So you're kind of just pulsing, okay? So that really is going to work your glutes. So with you're pushing off the heel, okay, and not your toes. And then I like to, you can either face your chair like this or come away and face it opposite. So if you face it this way, if your chair is low enough, the goal is kind of to do like a sitting mechanism. So when you do a squat, it's like you're pushing your butt out, like you're trying to sit in a chair, okay? If you're facing forward, then the goal would be to come down low enough that your hands get to the chair. But kind of doesn't matter which way you face, but the goal is to make sure that you're doing more of a sitting mechanism and pushing off your heels. Okay.
We have a question.
Yes.
We want to know, how should you incorporate breathing with your exercise?
Okay. So whenever you're doing the hard part, so say for example, you don't want to hold your breath, you want to breathe in and out. So say for example, if I'm doing a squat, okay, and I'm coming down, as I'm coming down, I'm inhaling. And then when I'm pushing back up, which is the part that's a little harder, I'm exhaling. So if I'm coming down, I'm breathing in. And then as I come up, I'm going to breathe out. So the goal is to never hold your breath. When you're exercising and you hold your breath, then that can increase your blood pressure, and you don't want to do that. Okay. So the hard part of the exercise is when you are going to exhale. Okay. Hopefully, does that help? That make it a little better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're getting ready to do our pull squat. All right, so again, I'm going to move this spine out the way. What we're going to do, I'm going to demonstrate one more time. You're going to come down, and then you're just going to squat up and down like that. Okay? All right, so we're going to do that 15 times, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. Okay, so with squats, a lot of people say that they do squats to work on their butt, but actually your squats work better on your thighs. If you want to work those glutes, you're going to do things like lunges, deadlifts, okay, and the leg extension, because they really target your butt. Okay, everybody doing good? Yes. Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to do a mountain climber. And so this is one of those high intensity exercises that you fit in between your toning exercises. So we just did 3 toning exercises. Now we're going to do something to get our heart rate up. So mountain climber, you're going to face your chair. You're going to put your hands in your chair. And essentially all you're going to do is you're going to do your feet like this. You're kicking up and down. Okay, and we're going to do that. Let me get the timer real fast. We're going to try to do it for 30 seconds, y'all, okay? All right, so I'm going to start the timer for us as soon as my clock comes up. Okay, so everybody in position? Ready, set, go. 30 seconds. Again, you're just shuffling your feet back and forth. Keep your abs tight. This should be working your arms and your legs. You're getting that heart rate up. Keep pushing. We're halfway there. 15 seconds. 1 more second. 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Good job. All right, so if you need some water, get a sip of water. You want to stay hydrated when you're working out, making sure those muscles don't cramp. Okay. So now we're going to work on our upper body. So we're going to do 2 simple exercises. We're going to do a push-up, and then we're going to do a tricep dip. Okay. So let's start off with the push-up. So push-up in a chair. You're just going to put your hands on the edge of the chair. And again, make sure your chair is not going to slide, because with a push-up, it can slide. So if you can push it against something sturdy, or if you can't, make sure your hands are on the seat cushion versus the front of it so it doesn't move. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do 10 push-ups. Again, keep your abs tight. All right, ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, good job. Okay, I need a drink of water. Give me 1 second here. You doing all right over there, Mia? You good?
I'm good. I'm gonna drink some tea.
Yeah, I got some tea and water. I just need some water now.
Oh, I do have water. Totally forgot.
Yes, drink water. You don't want to cramp.
Okay.
I know. Let me open my door because I'm getting hot. You know, when you got kids, you got to keep yourself closed off because they'll come in here and bother me, but they still sleep, I think. Okay. All right, so next exercise that we're going to do is a tricep dip. So this one works the back of those arms, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this one, you're going to put your hand on the edge of the chair here, and you're just going to dip down and push up. Okay, dip down and push up. Now, the key thing to this one, people have a tendency when they're pushing up, they use their legs. Don't use your legs, okay? Use your arms to push you up, to push up your body weight, okay? So these are a little harder. You're going to shoot for 10, but just do as many as you can. Don't hurt yourself, okay? All right. So again, make sure you're pushing up with your arms. We're going to do 10. Ready, set, and go. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! So those arms should be burning a little bit now. Shake them out a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to push y'all a little bit because I have another mountain climber in here. So now we just did our arm toning exercises. We're going to do another 30-second mountain climber. And then we have 2 ab exercises. Okay. So get back in your mountain climber position. Your arms are still kind of hurting. Shake them out, stretch them out a little bit if you feel like you're cramping up. Again, you don't want to hurt yourself. And drink some water if you feel like you're cramping a little bit, okay? All right. So everybody ready? Go ahead and get this party started. So I'm going to get our clock started again. We're going to do mountain climbers for 30 seconds. All right. So everybody in position. Ready, set, and go. So again, mountain climbers, you're just shuffling your feet. Let me get back in the camera. All right, keep going. We're at 15 seconds, halfway there. Keep those abs tight. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. Okay. So now we are going to do two more exercises. We're almost done. Okay, so next we're going to do our flutter kicks. So with these, you're actually going to sit in your chair. So everybody get in your chair and sit. Okay. So with this, what you're going to do is you're going to grab, if you can, hopefully grab the side of your chair and just lean back, extend your legs, and you're just going to kick up and down like this. Okay. So with this, the goal is to get your legs as straight as possible. And you also want to hold in or suck in your abs. Okay. So keep them tight. So again, lean back slightly, stick your legs out, and we're going to kick. All right. So we'll kick. We'll do 15, matter of fact, I'll do 15 seconds. Should have kept my clock up. All right, here we go. Ready, set, and go. So hold the side of your chair and kick. And kick. All right, we're at 10 seconds. I think we can go for 20 seconds. What y'all think?
I think
we have
so.
5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. All right, so now our last exercise we're going to do is called a V tuck or knee tuck. And again, it's going to work your lower abs, okay? So really quickly, I'll give everybody a little bit of a break. One thing when it comes to abs, you want to make sure that you're doing just more than crunches. You want to work your upper abs, you want to work your lower abs, abs and your obliques, okay? So obliques are any type of twisting motion, okay? Lower abs, you're doing some type of lifting, and then of course, upper abs, crunches and things of that nature. So working all 3 is what's going to help tension your core. Okay. So V-tuck, we're in the same position. You're going to hold the side of your chair, and essentially you take your legs and you kick out and extend it back up. Kick out, back up. Okay. So we're going to do 15 of those. Again, keep those abs tight. Hold on to the side of the chair and ready, set, and go. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are kind of hard. 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going. 10, 11, 12, 3 more. 13, 14, 1 more, and 15. Woo! All right. Look, I'm sad now, y'all. Okay. So that was one circuit. So typically a circuit workout is one where you perform one set of each exercise all the way through without breaking. Then you take a 2 to 5 minute break, and then you repeat the circuit. So ideally, you will repeat this exercise routine that we just did 3 times. So you would we're not going to do it 3 times a day. Don't worry about it. So we'll take a break in between, and then you would perform these all in a row one time. So if you like this chair workout is actually on my YouTube channel. I posted it a while ago. And so you can do these exercises again if you wanted to get your other 2 rounds in. I'm out of breath, y'all. Okay, yeah. Well, that's workout. And some water for you. Whew.
So thank you, Dr. Lindsay. That was amazing. I'm very, very hot right now. You guys.
I know. I should have brought a fan in here. I had my office door closed. Like, woo. But yeah, it's hot. But it's as you can see, all we did was use a chair, and we sweating. We got our heart rate up. So there are so many different things you can do at home. You don't necessarily, need to go to a gym or what have you, or buy a bunch of expensive equipment to get a good workout at home. You use what you have, use your body, and then with me, the take home message is one thing you want to think about when you're exercising. Don't just focus on the physical benefits. You want to also focus on the mental health benefits as well. Because if you just focus on the physical and you look great on the inside, but you're not taking care of the inside, or you look great on the outside, but you're not taking care of the inside, then, eventually it's going to come to a halt, because our mental health issues actually start to have physical symptoms. When you start to get stressed out, you notice your heart starts to beat fast, you may get a headache, So again, you have to take care of your mental health.
Exactly. Woo. So Ashley says thank you. So Ashley's one of the advisors on my team.
You're welcome, Ashley.
Yep. So like Dr. Lindsay said, go check out her YouTube channel so you can finish up the circuit. If you guys have any questions, quickly drop them in the chat because, we got to get to work.
Right. And so you can actually, for as far as social media, you can follow me on Instagram at healthymotives365, and then also on Facebook, healthymotives365. And that'll get you access to my YouTube channel and all my different other services. And actually right now, I'm running a promotion for May. I have a course. It's called A Transition to a Healthier Lifestyle. And so the course is now 50% off, and I'm doing it as a gift to mothers for Mother's Day and everything that we have going on as well. But essentially the course has 5 phases. It starts off with mindset because, again, your mind is the most important thing. You got to get that under control. Find your why before you even start to do anything else. Then it moves into nutrition. I also talk about sleep and self-reflection because you have to assess to see where you're at and what you're doing. It's all about self-awareness. And then it has physical activity. So it actually has 3 workouts in the program. And then the very last module is all about discipline and consistency, because you can start a new program. It doesn't matter whose program you do. If you are not consistent and you don't exhibit self-discipline, then you're not going to stick with it. So a lot of times it's not the program. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. It was that you didn't necessarily stick with it. So again, the course can be accessed through my website. There's a downloadable workbook that goes along with it. So after each week, there's action steps to help hold you accountable. So definitely check that out if you're interested in doing something. And the whole goal of the course is to help you slowly transition to a healthier lifestyle. No quick fixes here. You're going to change those habits, and you're going to stick with them.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. So Laura and LaKayla, they also said thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for blessing our team. Thank you for blessing our Facebook community. Yep. My play mom, she also said thank you. From Ohio, Freegan says thank you. So we appreciate you this morning, Dr. Lindsay. So go check out her course if you're trying to transition to a healthier lifestyle and you need that accountability and the mindset shift. Definitely go check out her course. So thank y'all for watching this morning. Have a wonderful weekend and a happy Fitness Friday. And make sure to take some time to pay attention to your mental health this month. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Let's see. End. There we go.